Hey everybody, welcome to Shadow and Lightwork. I am Michelle, and this is your pick a card reading for the full moon in Scorpio, the full super moon in Scorpio, on Monday, April 26th. So just to give you a heads up, I did do a video setting these cards up, setting the intention and selecting the cards, the process that I go through to select the cards. And I'll put a link to that video. It should pop up so that you can, if you want to see it, you can. I wanted to do that just to show you the process that I go through, the process that I use to set up these pick-a-card readings, because we always have the cards selected by the time I start the video for this reading. So, the intention for this pick-a-card is to take advantage of the energy that's available to us with the full moon in Scorpio coming up on Monday. The full moon is on Monday, but this is a opportunity for transformation that's going to last at least until October. So the day after the full moon in Scorpio, we have Pluto going retrograde. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio. So what that indicates to me is that we're going to have an opportunity for inner reflection, to work with and to solidify this change, that you want to make in your life over the next 5 months. So it is the new moon, and it will pass in a couple of weeks, that energy, but it is also, I think, a trigger or a starting gate, so to speak, for a change that will evolve over the next 5 months. Okay, so with that in mind, tap into your own intuition and select one of the piles. We have Black Tourmaline. We have Moonstone. And we have Carnelian. So go ahead and select the Tourmaline, Moonstone, Carnelian. Select one, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, so if you chose Moonstone, then this reading is for you. And I have to say that full moon is not messing around. This is some pretty powerful message. So we have the Tower, which is a major arcana card in the traditional. Well, this is the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. It is card number 16. We have the Nine of Swords, and the swords are again the element of air, which deals with the mental plane, intellect, thinking, processing, information. It can also be about communication. We have the Ten of Wands, which the tens represent a closure, a cycle of energy coming to an end. So this is an opportunity we have with the wands. You can see that this person is burdened by the process of carrying the wands, by the process of dealing with this energy, and it is an opportunity with the 10 to put that to rest. So this is closing out that process, which is an excellent card to have for this full moon energy, because the full moon represents closing something out, auditing, revising, clearing house, making changes, transforming. It's not about creating something new. It's about looking within, looking at what you're working on. In this case, I think it's a personal change that may be affected, and a deep, lasting personal change. So we have the Nine of Swords. Well, let me jump back to the Tower. So the Tower is a lot of energy that comes into our lives and shakes things up. It is that if we're looking at planetary-wise, or astrologically speaking, that would be Uranus. That would be the, which we have Uranus opposite this full moon as well. So the Tower, a lot of energy coming in, shaking things up, making changes. It is the type of energy that can shake you to your foundation. And whatever isn't stable or solid or secure or healthy in your life may crumble, may be transformed. So it doesn't have to, it's not as, that transformation is not as violent as the card appears. It is just that it's unexpected. There's an aspect of divine intervention. So we have the lightning strike hitting the Tower, shaking things up. People are jumping out of the way. But it is about change and transformation. The Nine of Swords. So this indicates that there has been something weighing heavy on your mind. This is the wake you up at 4 a.m. and keep you up the rest of the night kind of worrying energy. And it is worry. It's not actual swords. It's not actual pain or misfortune. It is about what you're thinking. What are you worrying about? What is weighing on your spirit? What is weighing you down? What is holding you back from making the change that you need to make, that you want to make? The change, the transformation that you will put you in a healthier spot, energetically, physically, emotionally. Okay. And we have Tink. So I love Tink. Tink is, she has a lot of spirit. You could tell by just look at her face and her posture. She is ready to take charge and take no prisoners. Okay, so I'm just going to read a little bit about Tink. And this is the energy that's available to you with this full moon. And as you go through this process of transformation and releasing something that's been a burden to you, that's been worrying you for a while, Tink is going to provide that energy. So she represents independence, freedom of expression, and standing your ground. No kidding. So the message with Tink is, for goodness sake, stand up for yourself. That is what Tink is telling you. She may be little, but she's feisty, and she knows how to tell people what she needs. It's good to be compliant and polite. It's good to listen, empathize, and agree with others' points of view. Most of the time. But sometimes you've just got to stand up for yourself and say what you need to say. Your opinion matters. It definitely matters. It may not be right. It may not be popular, but it's yours, and you should be able to voice it. So if there is something that you've been holding back or carrying around that you need to express or share or get off your mind to others, it may create disruption, but Tink is here to help you, to fortify that process for you, to give you the courage and the freedom to stand your ground. I'm actually going to pull another card. Okay, so yeah, I just took a moment. This is such a big reading. I wanted to pick another card, see if we can get some clarification on what this tower energy is about and how to process that energy. So Tink is about standing your ground, about expressing yourself clearly, standing up for yourself. What I like to say is, do no harm, but take no shit. Okay. Know your fears. All right. And this is, I think, part of the process as well with the full moon in Scorpio. So it is about digging deep and maybe digging up a fear, taking a hard look at it, maybe expressing to yourself what that feels like, what's been holding you back. I know that sounds kind of odd, but sometimes it's hardest for ourselves to stand up to our fears, to stand up to the things that shake our world. Okay, let's see. We have, number 20, card number 20. Know your fears. You have fears both big and small, or you may. Some fear is felt for good reason. It serves to remind you to be cautious and not to take foolish or dangerous risks. It's being prudent. Other fears you feel are but shadows that you have made real and given substance. They serve only to make you doubt yourself, to question your good judgment, to fear success, taking the next step. They restrict and limit. And we saw that with the, astrologically speaking, we have the moon opposite the sun, and they are both square Saturn. And Saturn can sometimes represent, especially in a square, limitation. So what is holding you back? What is not providing a good foundation, but rather something that needs to be shaken up and cleared out of your life. Look within, know your fears, shine a light upon them, and see them for the shadows and the mist that they are. And this is an opportunity, a huge opportunity. Take advantage of the energy that's available to you. Take advantage of the support that's available to you. Take a look inside and let Tink give you the energy and the chutzpah that you need to address something that's been bothering you for a while. Okay, namaste. And, before I forget, and I'll put the link in the description box for this YouTube video. There is a guided meditation that you can access free on my website, and I'll put the link there for you. It is a breathe, ground, and release guided meditation. So it is kind of perfect for this type of energy and for the full moon in Scorpio. So it's there, it's free, access it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's helpful. Okay, namaste. Okay, welcome back. So if you chose Moonstone, then this message is for you. And we have, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. And we have the Ten of Cups, which represents closure, completion of a cycle. And we have the Lady of Song from the Brian and Wendy Frood, Heart of the Fairy Oracle. I'm going to start there with the Lady of Song, because I think she sets the theme for this message here. The Lady of Song, listening, stillness, harmony. Look at the Lady of Song. Can you tell that she's listening attentively to the great song that the universe sings? She is so quiet, so very still. She can hear the most distant stars singing in harmony with her own planet. And did I mention the other planets that are aspecting the moon in this full moon in Scorpio? So we have Uranus is opposite the moon, and so is Venus, and so is Mercury, which I think that cluster of planets in relation to the moon moves quickly through the zodiac. So the moon is a fleeting energy, but I think in this case it's acting as a trigger for that Uranus, Venus, and Mercury energy. So I think it can be an unexpected message that comes in related to, I think, each of us on a personal level. The other planetary aspect, and I know I'm drifting off, is that Pluto, the planet that is the ruler of Scorpio, so we have the moon and full moon in Scorpio, it's a super moon, and then the ruler of Scorpio, Pluto, goes retrograde the day after the full moon. So it will be retrograde for 5 months until early October. And it's just an opportunity to, I think, whatever comes up during the full moon over the next week or two, to carry that forward internally, since the Pluto is going retrograde, to take that information and make an internal transformation over the next 5 months. And these two cards being in reverse reinforce that message that this is an opportunity for a great, big, beautiful change, emotional connection, emotional fulfillment, dreams come true kind of energy, especially with the Knight. But it's something that's going to require inner focus. It's something that's taking place within you rather than something that you're sharing with others. So the Knight of Pentacles the King of Pentacles is all about leadership and abundance and being confident and ambitious, being dedicated to something, and that dedication would be, in this case, dedication to the change that you are looking to make in your own life. The Knight of Cups is, we have the 10 Cups here. The Knight of Cups is carrying one forward. So he is the one that helps dreams and wishes come true. And in this case, in the reverse position, it's still about dreams and wishes coming true, but it's about reflecting inwardly. What does your heart desire? What can you do for yourself? How can you make your own change happen? Your own abundance with the Ten of Cups. Okay, back to the Lady of Song. Did I say I was going to start with her? We'll start with her and end with her. She is so quiet, so very still, she can hear the most distant stars singing in harmony with her own planet. To hear this song is to become profoundly connected to the universe. She is here to remind you to listen. What can you hear? Of course, you can hear the ordinary sounds of life that you may find comforting or annoying. But what else do you hear? Listen to the stillness beyond the noise. In that stillness, you will hear the song. Open your heart to it. And that's another message of the Knight of Cups. What is your heart's desire? And you will begin to understand that you are as much a part of the song as anything else in the universe. Raise your voice and sing with the Lady of Song and feel that connection. So I think that the full moon in Scorpio provides an opportunity, a big opportunity for personal transformation. And it's potentially a deep and significant change in your life that can evolve over the next 5 months through to until October. And it'll probably take that long to make this kind of transformation, to take advantage of this kind of transformation. Slow and steady progress with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups isn't rushing off anywhere. You can see that the horse is kind of standing there, taking it slow, following his intuition. Okay. That is a lovely reading, and I wish you the very best, and namaste. So welcome back. If you chose Carnelian, then this is your message. And I'm going to start with the Thief in this case. I think he sets the overall tone of the reading, so let's start there. The Thief represents excuses, inaction, and lessons to learn. A thief of time, a thief of energy, this being steals the things that you thought were under your control. How often have you put off doing something because you say to yourself, it can wait, I've got plenty of time to do that? You know, the need to address certain problems, fix certain aspects of a relationship, but you just never get around to doing it. And I think that part of that is that you may be spending your resources and time and energy on something else. Something else is tapping into your schedule, your attention, your budget. It's throwing things out of balance. It's taking time and energy that is non-productive. So is there something in your life that is taking more energy and time than it deserves, more energy and time than you really have, that you can comfortably dedicate to it? Is it something that you need to ask for help on, or just transition out of doing? Is it something that you need to give up, a process or an investment? It can be an emotional investment, financial investment, energy investment. Okay, I'm going to continue reading about the Thief. So you don't have the energy to face a confrontation or even to make the effort of being with someone who needs your support. When you finally decide to do something about it, you find it's too late. The moment has passed, sometimes for good. The Thief has stolen your time and your energy. The Thief has another purpose as well. He can be a thief of love. He can steal away the love you thought you had for another, or another project, or something that you thought you enjoyed doing, but really don't. So it's time to look inward. And this is looking at the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is, again, an emotional card. Cups represent the element of water and the plane of emotion, intuition. And in this case, there's a bit of nostalgia here. So there's something from your past that that you may have committed to and didn't need to, or aren't committing to and you do need to. In this case, I'm thinking that you did commit to something and it's taking more time and energy and resources that you have, and that it's interfering with your own well-being, your own progress, your own schedule, to the point where it's zapping your energy. So if there is anything like that in your life, I'm going to continue to read on. The thief has stolen your time and energy, and he has another purpose as well. If you are lucky enough to catch the thief in a generous mood, take back your time and energy from him, and if he gives it back to you, use it wisely. He steals to teach, and it is up to you to learn. Okay, so it's not as dark as it seems, and I'm going to draw another card from, actually I'm going to draw it from the Brian and Wendy Fruitheart, the Fairy Oracle, to see what kind of energy is available to help you manage this thief of time. So again, I think that this is something having to do with a past relationship or a past emotional commitment that you've made, be it to someone or something, that there is an aspect of investing your resources into it to the point where it's overwhelming your own schedule, and it's distracting you from what you need to get done for yourself. Okay, so let's see what other energy is available to help turn that situation around. The crone. Oh, she's... Talk about, let's see, Two of Pentacles, seeing a situation from two sides. Okay, so let me jump over to the reading or the message from the crone. She is not exactly what she appears to be either. And she's definitely not as scary as she appears to be. So the message of the crone is, look again, wise woman, and direction. The crone, scary, isn't she? Well, not really. She is the wicked witch of the fairy tales, the one who eats children and curses princesses. A monster? Sometimes. Now look at the rest of the picture. A pearl of wisdom is easy to spot. But turn the card upside down, and now what do you see? You can see next to the pearl that there's another figure there. A sweet smiling face, the same face. So what else is she? She is a wise woman, a healer, and a teacher. And that message came up with a thief, that he provides an opportunity to learn something, to complete a lesson. And I think with this full moon in Scorpio being a super moon, and with Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, going retrograde for 5 months, that this is an opportunity for a big change in your life and a big positive transformation. So when you meet her in fairy, be aware that those two faces, be aware of both of her faces, and look beyond her frightening aspect. So if there is something that you are hesitating to do, if it's a daunting process to think about reclaiming your energy, your schedule, your attention, then let the crone assist you in that process. Listen to what she has to tell you. She knows about life and she knows about love. Essentially, she's your intuition, or she can be a wise guide, a teacher, a mentor, a really good friend. She knows how treacherous the situation can be, and she also knows how to put you back on the right path when you are wandering, lost in the dark forest of a relationship. She is part of that darkness, but she is also a beacon of light when you need one. All you have to do is be brave enough to greet her politely, help her if she asks for help. If you're careful, she will show you enough respect. She may give you her pearl of wisdom and not turn you into a toad. Well, let's hope not. But I think the message is pretty clear here, that there is an opportunity to make a change, to take back some of your attention and budget and resources in a kind way, but in a way that's necessary, so that you don't become overwhelmed and unproductive because you're trying to get too many things done, or trying to help too many other people, or commit to too many things that you love to do. Okay, so it's an opportunity for doing a little bit of house clearing, changing, transforming, and taking back control of something in your life. I hope this reading helps. Oh, and I wanted to let you know I put the link to my website in the description box below. But there is a free guided meditation on my website. It is perfect for this full moon energy. It is called Breathe, Ground, and Release. So it's a guided meditation to help you through the process of letting go of something that's complicating your path unnecessarily. All right, namaste.